Hi everyone and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. We are going to jump right into this session and just get going. Let's just go. I'm going to use my beautiful hawk feathers to clear you off tonight, as my other sword is basically being destroyed because I use it every day in sessions. So I need to just get a new feather sword tool to use, but I'm very specific about what I use. And so this hawk actually flew into the windshield of a trucker, and the trucker grabbed the bird, the entire bird, and gave it to one of my beautiful, powerful friends, who literally cleaned out the hawk, preserved it, and just put it into her garage. And as it was being preserved or whatever. And after she met me, she wanted to meet me out somewhere. And this was like our first meeting, but she was like, I've got something really special for you. And took me out to her car and proceeded to hand me a box with a hawk in it. And this was years ago. And so I basically merged with the hawk. That's why I'm so attuned and attracted to hawks. That's why I turn into a hawk whenever we travel sometimes in these videos. It's one of the, in my opinion, we can shapeshift into anything, but it's one of the birds that I'm very connected to and attuned to. I'm connected and attuned to all of the sacred birds, the eagles, the hawks, the crows, the owls, the goose. And I always say ravens as well. I'm very connected to them. I have two of them that have followed me around for years and years everywhere that I go. They just kind of fly above me and land wherever I go. And so if traffic and stuff is bad one way and I see them going the other, then I will go the other way to miss all the traffic. So they're just good guides for us. And it's really, it's really what it means to be, in and fully connected and aligned with you and the universe and the earth. Everything is here to support you. Everything is here to support you. Even the sun, as we know, but it's like the sun, the clouds, the birds, the cats, the dogs, everything is here communicating with you, and trying to connect with you in some way. It's just, are you open? Are you receiving? Are you acknowledging? Or are you just kind of going on with your day and ignoring everything? All right, so here we go. So if you want to begin by setting your intention can be anything from, I want to manifest this in my life, I want to heal an ailment on my body, I want to bring in my soulmate, I want to, whatever it is, whatever you're seeking to release, just set your intention now. And these are very potent energies, and we will just intend that this is for the highest good of the collective, of the world at large, and that anything that's happening here in these sessions with each and every one of you is planted down in the earth and just reverberating out, which we know that's how it works. The other thing was, today, whenever I was driving, I noticed that the clouds just look really, really, really bizarre. And I know that I've seen whenever you look up chemtrails and stuff like that, but today I'm in Colorado, but they had the lines in the sky were just really bizarre. I've never seen them like this before, but it was line like this, line like this, line like this, and then they were going through it like that. sorry to draw it on here like that, but it's like to see the lines like that, like you couldn't even, so whatever that was, and then if you look at the sky, like right before the sun went down, it was like these tunnels. It created these tunnels, you know, like it's just really bizarre. And I need to do, you know, there's so much that I've been connected to with the clouds and what it looks like and ships and stuff like that. And there's big stuff going on right now. I mean, as we know, like, and I think that anything that is coming that is of our highest good is gonna try to be stopped by everything. You know, the opposing forces are gonna be trying to stop it. That's why we've got to step up. We have literally got to step up our game right now, and we've got to plant our energy down every day, and we've got to be at a high vibration, and we've got to show up heart wide open, mind wide open, ready to receive all the good coming to us, and ready to put out all of the goodness. Like my little sister's hearse got broken into the other day, and instead of her, of course she was upset at first, but instead of her like feeling angry, she literally just met it with, you know what, it's not as bad as it could be. It's not, you know, this. I'm not going to have anger towards these people. You know, karma, I'm getting my karma from when I was younger. You know, she kind of held the wisdom and transmuted it. And instead of her putting out more hate and more fear, she just transmuted it and goes, you know what? It could have been a lot worse. And I could retaliate, or I could figure it out, or I could do a police report and just all of the things, you know, and she just let it be, you know. She knew it was coming to her eventually. And so, you know, we don't need to put more hate out. We need to put more love out, more connection out, more kindness out. You know, people are being shitty, you know, treat them with kindness, meet them with kindness. Man, I know it sucks. Like, I literally want to, you know, I know people are hurting, you know, and we have to just meet them with kindness, or we have to meet them with silence. Like, I've had to meet somebody with silence the past couple of weeks that just would not stop, like, bugging me, you know, and not bringing loving energy towards me, like, wanting to connect, but the energy was so harsh. It's like, I am not picking up on that. Like, I'm not even going to entertain that, and so I have to be silenced even when they're talking about me or they're saying things about me that are harsh. It's like, you know, you're just making the point even more clearer of why I won't let you into my life. Like, I'm extremely picky about who gets to come in, you know, and be, you know, in my little world, I guess, you know, like, all of you are welcome here, but in my intimate, like, I am very private, and I respect my privacy, and I respect your privacy, and I'm very, you know, I love to be alone, and to let somebody into my space and into my life, they have to be at a very high vibrational, like, place, you know. Maybe somebody needs to hear that. It's important to keep yourself surrounded by people that are of your highest good. Like, if they're using you for money, if they're using you for anything, like, they gotta go. 2022, you gots to go. Alright, let's get in there. Sorry. Galoi opatosanamai ila ayore hela kira ira hiesinamai kuro ila ira istutinamai ira koda adi. Now access the ground of the collective, please. Galaka irakia sadinyamai uyasi irakada adi setaboy kolai aitasutusinamai oyada irakada adi shidaboy kurukada ade. I'm just being handed a very big key right now, and I'm looking at a very big door. So just bear with me as I'm watching this. Sadabai oyada ayorika duade sadinyamai kurihila irakada adi. And so the key looks like a, to me, it reminds me of like a druid key. It's got like the symbol of the druid, and I think it's the druid, yeah. And on the end of it is what I mean. It's got like one of those designs that come from the druid. Gala kota asata boy yera ayala yera keshete zina moy kori yera kodi sina moy kira patasata no moy kuro ala yesada yera ko yera kia ya shada moy ala kadadi shinda moy kai galo shada yera kadi di. Just bear with me. We're kind of being greeted with two men at the doors, and they begin to open these very big double doors. And these are double doors that are going into like somebody bear with me, but it's like King Arthur's time. It's like it's what I'm seeing. It's like the walls around the town, you know, the big massive walls around the town. If you can tap into what I'm seeing, that would be helpful for you. Kalakata esada mai ayale ela ia sedine mai kela yiraki shede boy. Satare yana kaya kada aji sedini mai. Kula kata hiha sene mai sade la yira kada adia sene mai yira kada adia sene yurakia yira kia la yira kada adia sene mai kuri la kada ade. And I'm just sitting in the carriage being driven into this space in this time right now. As the doors have opened, it's like they're driving me in by horse and carriage. Kala kachisada di niamai ele ayala yala koda adia sin mo kayira kira go yara kati sinamai esedi yala ko yara esedi boy kuruku yala kira sinamai de esenamai de. And I just keep hearing it's Avalon, it's Avalon, it's Avalon. Some of our home. A place where we get to go back to when we leave here. An aspect of us. A part of us, a part of our soul it lives there, and a part of our soul lives in Atlantis, and a part of our soul lives in Egypt, in the time where I take you back to. There's pieces and parts. We're an accumulation of so many different lives. And so if you look at a soul, like when I think about my soul, I think about I have the peace in Avalon, I have the peace in Atlantis, I have the peace in Egypt, I have the peace in Africa, I have the peace in Israel, I have the peace in, the ancient times, like before Abraham times, like beginning, cave woman. I mean, you can look at me and you can see the cave woman, like old school times, that are pieces and parts of me that I've activated and remember, all of these different lives. And so it's not remembering, I'm living these lives. That's what you have to understand, is that these lives are still going on. I know it sounds really bizarre, but it's like I can tap right into, just like we're in Avalon right now. I can tap back into Egypt and go there, and I can go back as a cave woman and remember when me and my guy were cave women. And I actually have clients that have come to see me that were cave people with me. That's how intense this all is. So let me just get back into what we're doing here. Kalai kata seda boy oyada yada kira kada adi asenamoy kira elai oyada seda ye oyla yada kada adi seda boy kora kira kariya shedi yamoy elaka yada kadai. So now as they drive me into the it's like the courtyard, basically, where you enter into the city behind the walls, I proceed to get out of the carriage now. And as I get out of the carriage, it's like I'm almost met with like this emotional overwhelmment that I'm here finally. And then all of you start walking up. We start like connecting and hugging and loving on each other and just connecting with each other and just looking each other in the eyes and just very thankful that we're all here, we're all together, we're all safe, we're all behind these big doors. We're safe and protected right now. Like, we're good. C'était ma dieta la kiera kiera sunamoi or la yela kuda adi sunamoi kerakala ayela kada adi sunamoi kerakado adi shitaboy kuluwa la kiela yela kada adi sunamoi ala yela kada adi sitadinamoi ayela kada adi. Now this is interesting because I'm looking through her eyes, and what I'm perceiving her as I look through at her, the eyes that I'm looking through, it's like almost like an older lady, like I don't know if she is a queen or a grandmother or what she is, but she's older. And so I'm just tapping into her, and I've got like people around her as we are walking into like the main building. So just bear with me as we're walking in. But she's definitely older, and she's got this beautiful cane, and on the cane there's a gold rose on top, and I find that to be very beautiful. It's like the tip of it is just carved out in gold, and it's a rose with beautiful petals. It's quite beautiful, something I've never seen before. Shitabai ala yere kala kotisinamoi shinio moyerai kora yere lokidade kine potisinimi sinai korokolai ayela kiele shanamoyade. So we're being greeted by what looks to me and what I feel to be King Arthur, which I know. So he's been walking with me all of these years as well. He's one of my guides as well, and he is he's just powerful. He's just powerful. That's all I can say. He's just a great friend, a great guide, and extremely potent in his warrior abilities and integrity, and just a great ruler and a great king. And he is respectful and just has so much wisdom and knowledge within him. And so he's greeting us now and hugging her and bringing her in. He's holding her with her arm right here on his he's holding her like that and walking her in like a respectful king would. So let's just keep tapping into that. Something that a lot of people have forgotten in these days is what he's saying. A lot of respect, and that old school respect is being lost in so many ways, and we must get back to that. Helping each other, respecting each other, loving each other. Yeah, and so as we're walking, he looks back and he says, and taking good care of their mother, and then kisses her on her forehead. So it's his mother. So the moy ayarokia ayali sadaboy gura ayalai osinamoy kilai ayare asadadinoi ayalako ayala yera kodidi sinamoy alai elay oyala konda ade sinaboy kulo ayal yosinamoy kilai uyera kola ade sinamoy ilakada ade. Now as we come in, he sits her down on the throne. There's a very big, beautiful throne. He sits her in his chair, and then he walks down to us, and it's all of us. It's a group of us. It's a consciousness. We're a group consciousness. We're this beautiful, each one of us, yes, has a body and everything, but we are like this group consciousness that he's coming down to chat and to talk to. Kirai oyalai oyatsedumoi. Kulai ageta sedumoi olai kirai oyarakada ade sunumoi oyarakada ade. What he's saying is that we must learn to lead with the round table. None of us can be at the top anymore. We can't have this structure of somebody at the top, because the human mind is just, it's fickle, and it's greedy. And if you aren't living out of the heart space, you can't lead that way. You can't lead with greed. You can only lead being heart pure, with integrity, with love, with respect for humanity. That's the only way anything in this world is going to change. It cannot have like money involved, because people get so damn greedy. They want more and more. I need more. I need more. I need to consume more and more. And these leaders, they get power, and it just like goes to their head like, I am powerful. And the one thing that I've always felt from King Arthur is that it's much like Jesus. It's like, I am getting underneath people. I'm going to lift them up. I'm going to make sure my people are taken care of. And I've always said this to people whenever I talk about getting into power, getting into your power. If we are ever going to make changes in our lives, we step into our power. And if we're ever going to lead and help people in any way, we got to get beneath them. We get beneath them. We get behind them. We help them forward. We don't go in front of them and expect them to follow us. We don't need more followers. We need more leaders. We need more people leading their own lives, leading their own families, stepping up to the plate, leading their communities, starting groups that will help people that are of a lower vibration, that are in addiction, that are in recovery, that are sick, whatever it is, leading with a heart purity, leading in a way that is beneficial to humanity versus what is for money and profit. Shitapai agarai alea senamoi kare area senamoi kerekede ede senamoi Sitapai kalai senamoi kerai la hiro kada ade sena elai oyuda senamoi kelai ra hiro ade senamoi kurukoda ade senamoi kalai ra kuyer kirekata ade senamoi ode alai ra koda ade Shadaboy, Alagira Kodade, Senamoy, Karakodia, Senamoy, Karakodo Ade, Senamoy, Kera Ela Kera Ade, Shadaboy, Karuira Kera Oyala Kada Ade, Gunia, Pote Senamoy, Bade, Lead, Gira Kode Edi, Sedetunamoy, Oidai, Olakera Ade. They're not going to let me get past this. So he wants me to tell you that we have all walked with kings and queens. We have been kings and queens in our past, and we have been these high-level beings in our past lives, and we need, in this lifetime, to step into that power. It doesn't mean we're ruling over people, but we need to step into that power of ruling over our own lives. Ruling over our own lives and stepping into our own power, our own abilities to create our reality. Sitaboy ayala hira kira ade, sidira moy ayala hira kota ade, sitamoy alai ayala kira ade, sitamoy karakado ade, sitamoy karakada ade. And then whenever I just asked how do they do that? And Spirit says, belief. You have to believe. You have to believe that you can be better. You have to believe that you can create your life how you want it to be. Kalai and without fear. Kilai alai kodia sadamoy alai yela koda ade shidaboy kalai asidnamoy kodia yera kira ade sadadanamoy alai oyala kira ade sinamoy. Now what I'm experiencing is that King Arthur just sat down in my vessel, so just want you to be aware of that. Shitabai kada yera kwade sadabai oya yala yera kude ade sadamoi ayala kia ayala kada ade sadamoi yera kwa yera kada ade. He's just saying he wants me to look at you right in your eyes and wants you to look at me right in my eyes. You're going to see him. And those that are activated and attuned to him, you're going to see him. Shadakai ayera yera yera kwade isanamoi era kada ade. Sidiboy ayera yera ko yera ai sinamoy uyera hai sindigala kiro ade. You're all warriors. You're all here to step up and to be your beautiful warrior selves. Kelai ayera kiera yera sidiboy. Tadamoy ayera kada ade sinamoy kira iro kada ade sinamoy kida ade. The only sword that you need to pick up today and tomorrow and the next day is your word. Use your words as your sword. So if you want a better life, you're gonna have to begin to use your words to create the life that you want. Saying and thinking I'm this or I'm that of a lower vibration is not going to get you anywhere. You have to start speaking truth over your life. What is your truth? Your truth is you are powerful. You are a warrior. Then you got to start saying it. I am powerful. I am a warrior. I am beautiful. I am genius. I am smart. Same thing. I am confident in myself. I'm confident in my life. I'm confident in creating my own reality. I am the creator. Like, you gotta start retraining that mind to think and to believe and to be that. Shidaboy, Asinamoy, Yalakia, Yalakada Ade, Senumoy, Yalakia, Yala, Senumoy, Atasamoy, Kolakada Ade. Now I've just got the chief coming up, beautiful Native American chief coming up behind you. Sidaboy, Yalakira Goya, Senumoy, Alay, Yalakia, Senumoy, Senumoy, Kalaya, Senumoy, Sedi Yalakada Ade. Now, when I tune into him, I'm seeing it's like he's placing his hand over your head right now, and like this beautiful energy is just flowing all the way out. It's a very warm sensation, a very warm sensation coming down your head and into your spinal cord. Coming down into each of your chakras and clearing them all out. Said the boy, completing, what is that? Completing, no, I'm trying to say something else. Creating a complete flow down your energy centers. Sorry, my brain just went, whew. It's like the English language is, it's getting to be too hard to speak in these videos sometimes. And just really in general, like I'm finding myself like forgetting like what does that word even mean? And then whenever I speak the star language, it's like everything makes more sense to me. It's like the vibration is like giving me what I need. You know, when I speak it I kind of know exactly what I'm saying. My body feels the vibration of it, and I understand completely what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. And it's like it's translating into this beautiful language. Kalai sanamoy kiragai oli esadaboy yalakod adi If anybody has a sun tattoo on their back, it's being activated right now. And I was thinking that maybe it's a tattoo, but I'm also thinking in getting that it's almost like he's drawing the symbol of the sun on your back. It's right here at the base of your neck. And it's a sun, it's an old school hieroglyph sun. And it's being lit up in your back as he puts his hand on the sun on the back of your neck. So just let that download into your body right now. Shadaboy Kelai you might start getting chills down your body. You might need to move around like me all the time. Keep King Arthur keeps reminding me that he's still sitting here with us. Saying that he's got a few things to say. So we're kind of bouncing back and forth here between this beautiful Native American chief and beautiful King Arthur. He keeps saying that I walked with kings and queens. And yes, I know this. Specifically me and specifically you. And we have discussed this. I was just thinking about this earlier. The same abilities that I have, I've told you guys this throughout every video, you have as well. You have the same abilities to be able to do, to move around in these different dimensions, to have these, to have your guides, to have, all of these different shifts and things happening to you, and they're going to start shifting and happening to you. And that's why, that's what he's saying. He wants to make you aware, make you known that this is going to start happening to us. Either it's going to happen to you slowly. Like, if you're not already experiencing a lot of this, you're going to experience it slowly. But like for me, this is an accumulation over the last 12 years that I've been at this, on this path of discovery of self. And as my gifts began to open, it was like little by little by little. I would take a class here, or I would do that. But what happened in between, when I was alone and by myself, that's when the initiations and the activations really happen. I've been downloaded and activated with so many different modalities that have not come from an actual human teacher. They've come from all of these guides and teachers. They've given me keys to different dimensions and places, and they've activated gifts within me, like the holy fire and this beautiful pure golden energy from the God source, and the blue flame has come in, and Saint Germain has gifted me with the violet flame and activated me with that. And the list just keeps going and going. And this is what you are going to come into as well. It's like we as teachers can only, give you attunements or, teach you from our knowledge and what we know, but there's knowledge and wisdom within you that is going to be gifted to you and handed to you as you're ready for them. It's almost felt like a game for me. It's like, oh, boop, you've gotten to this level. Okay, you've slayed this whole thing, oh, you get this gift, and it still happens. Like last night, Isis came in, and I'll just tell you, last night I uploaded the other video, and the other video I just did about, Jesus and then God channeling and just all of the stuff, and I was just sitting in my bed and I just started crying, because when you guys say that you are getting healing from knowing that Jesus didn't suffer, that gives me great joy, because I've known that for so long, that he didn't suffer, because I too suffered when I thought about him suffering. But then as I've gotten to know Jesus and I've gotten to know that, I've gotten a lot of peace from knowing he didn't suffer. And so I was just crying in my bed last night of joy, tears of joy, not of pain. Just at the thought of you guys getting the healing and the knowledge that you need. And then when I laid down last night, it was like Isis came right up and she hands me an ankh. I'm hoping that I'm saying that right. But yeah, she hands me this ankh, and it's got all of these beautiful symbols on the top of it, and she takes it and just puts it right in my heart. And I needed that last night, and it's mine, it's mine. It's something that I've used in previous lifetimes. And so when she gifts that to me, or gifts things to me, it's another tool, it's another gift that I get to use whenever I feel guided, so it's like we have these massive tool belts from all of these different dimensions and all of these other lifetimes that, when you're guided to use that specific tool on a client or whatever it may be, you feel it in your heart, in your mind. It's like, all right, use this gift. Okay, use this rainbow fire energy. Okay, use this. I mean, it's so much more complex than Harry Potter, but yet so simple to understand when you open up and are aware to it all. It's so beautiful and so powerful when you allow yourself to believe in it. That was the biggest key for me. I was like, this is some crazy ass stuff. Like, is this really real? Like, I've done a lot of drugs in my life, and this is way more out there than any kind of drug that I've ever done, but it's absolutely real. It's an experience. I'm experiencing all of it. Just like when I went to Avalon, I'm experiencing that. When I experienced this Native American beautiful chief staring at me, probably waiting on me to shut up, and giving you this energy. You cannot deny the energy. That was my biggest key, is I cannot deny the energy. I can't deny my experience. I can't deny what I see. I can't deny what I know. I can't deny my gifts and how I can help people. I can't deny it. Like, people still want to try to deny their own gifts, and I am just here to tell you that everything you're experiencing is absolutely real. Like, it's so amazing and wonderful, and why that was all taken from us, I don't know. I don't give a shit. All I want is for all of us to be reunited with all of our gifts, activated with every piece and particle of us, hearts wide open, loving, not living in fear, not drinking and drugging ourselves to death, not hurting other people, just fully in our heart, fully in our gifts, and standing there like fucking warriors. Like, you're not gonna bring us down, you know what I mean? Like, for me to be miserable every day, that means that something out there wins. If I'm miserable and anxious and depressed, if there is something out there that's trying to come against humanity, it fucking wins. And I will be damned. Like, you're not taking my joy. I am here. I am a free being. I was created with a mind to think. I was created with a mind to create, to do whatever the heck I want to do on this planet. And nothing's going to stop me, just like nothing's going to stop you. And that's what it means to step into your power. You just do what you want to do. You create what you want to create, and you don't worry about anybody else. You put your blinders on and go for it. Just go for it. Start a YouTube channel. Get on Instagram. Start creating things, whatever it is, whatever you feel called to do. If, whatever you do, just don't stay down. Just don't stay down. Don't stay low. Just get up. Just get up and keep going every day, because it will get better. G'day, oya, said the boy. Ela, hira, said the me, said the boy. Kala, yiro, the adi, said the boy. Adi, yiro, the adi. Said the boy, Kalai, Atatanimai, Uyarakia, Uyaraka the Adi, said the boy, Adiarakiroka the Adi. Said the boy, Irako the Adi, said the boy, Adiaraka the Adi, said the boy, Eli, Alaka the Adi, said the boy, Olaka the Adi. Something's coming up right now in regards to this whole twin flame, divine masculine and feminine energy. If you are experiencing that whole twin flame journey where the person is in your mind constantly and you can't really move on and move past them, and it feels sometimes like your life is not your life anymore because you can't move past this person, and somehow you love them deeply, and then in the other spectrum it's like, I just want my life back, or I want to be with this person. It's just coming up right now, and I just want you to know, this is, we're going to call in the blue flame to just soothe and release and just really help you to be at peace and at ease with this connection, because there is a purpose to it. There is a great purpose to it, and so I'm sending you and everybody else, even if you don't think you're that, I'm sending everybody this beautiful blue flame energy coming right to your beautiful hearts and your minds to soothe and just transform and transmute any energies that are not of your highest good, releasing what no longer serves you, releasing any energies in regards to any pain you may be experiencing right now, bringing in pure bliss, pure love, pure happiness. I keep seeing a cat, so I don't know if somebody has dealt with losing a cat recently, or if you're missing a cat or something like that. I'm just sending you so much love. Our fur babies are everything to us. I know that. I totally understand that. So I'm just sending you so much love, all of you. I'm just getting a download here, so you guys might get something in. Sekarai alai atatasinimoi ya kolai amoi sindi yela yera koda adi sinimoi uda yela koda adi. Yeah, they're just saying that let them know that Jesus is here now. And very happy to be with you all. It's quite interesting. They keep showing me him right here next to me, and he keeps turning into a white wolf and then changing back to him, and then turning into a white wolf and then changing back to him. Kalahia sa Dubai. Oh my god, I'm sorry. We all have a very funny connection. There's nothing that is like we don't. It's it's a very comical relationship that I have with all of them. So he's like nudging me and tell him I'm showing them a magic trick. I didn't think that's. I was thinking about this earlier as well, so I'm glad it's coming up now. I think that's the biggest thing that I would want to share with everybody who watches this or any of my videos is that we don't need to show up white and cleansed. We don't need to show up any other way than who we authentically, truly are. Like, I show up to them broken and in shambles and cussing, and I show up I've shown up in some of the craziest ways, and they have embraced me and loved me. And when I call them in, I don't do anything specific. They're a part of me. I'm a part of them. They're a part of you. I just call them in. I feel them. I see them. They're here. There's nothing to it except believing and knowing that they're here. They're ready to help you. And they're your team. These are my healing teams. These are your healing teams. And it's not, you don't need to show up with your white candle and your feathers and your sage, which I recommend doing sage. Don't get me wrong, I love sage, but I'm just saying there's no specific ritual that you need to do in order to communicate with them. They're ready. They're here for you. Like, boom. And they're actually very, very funny. They're actually a lot of fun, and they tend to make fun of me a lot, especially when I'm thinking things that are just out of this world, things that, like, I'll just hear them say, really? Are you really thinking that right now? And I'll be like, yeah, I'm thinking that. Or if I have some weird, quirky, thought, they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, really. I'm like, I'm human. I blame it on the human part of me. I can't help it. But I guess what I'm saying is, like, there's no, because we were all taught, we need to be a certain way to be cleansed. We have to go into church and be cleansed and holy, or we're going to be condemned. It's like, it's not like that. Like, I don't know where in the God's name these people got these rules from, but no, I'm going to stop right there, because we will go way off in left field, and I'm not going to do that. Just know that you're loved, regardless of what you say or do or how you communicate with them. Like, you're loved. You're totally, absolutely loved. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to act a certain way to be loved. You don't need to do or work for free and do things for... I'm not even going to go there. You're just loved. That's all. You don't need to do anything specific to receive their love. You don't need to show up. You don't need to go anywhere once a week. You don't need to go and do anything for these institutions. You don't need to do any of that. It's good to help the community, don't get me wrong, but don't feel obligated to do anything in order to receive that love. Like, you're loved. And that's what you got to know that in your heart. Like, today, you got to know you're loved today without having to do anything. Let me just tap into these guys. Kalai, kada address in the mai. Sithay kula ayarak irakada ade sidamoy ole oedakoda ade. There's going to be a heart activation happening now from Jesus, so just allow your beautiful selves to breathe. What I'm looking at is he's actually taking his hand and putting it right here on your chest, and then from your back he's kind of opening it up. As he opens it up, it's this beautiful light that just starts shooting out of this way and that way. It's like he's opened you up to a deeper part of your heart right now. And this is beautiful green light just blasting out of you right now. Kede kote asadamoy yera kilo ayade kalai o yera koda adi sidaboy yera kire koda adi sinmoy o yera kerai yero koda adi sinimai o yera koda adi sadakaloi lo koda adi. Kala kodia sidaboy alea ala kede adi. Now, as I'm watching, he is putting one hand right here, one hand on your back right in front. And as I'm watching the energy coming out of his hands, it's like these beautiful codes are just flowing right into your hearts right now. So just feel the vibration of these beautiful codes, just awakening you to yourself, awakening to your deeper selves. Gelakatai asadamoy. Shedagalai ole ele hirakoda adi asidamoy oyalakoda adi shedaboy yalakia aloy abatasidamoy akinakona ani shedaboy uyarakata adi. I just feel that heart energy just flowing through. And I'm just going to begin, while he's doing that, I'm going to begin to just put this beautiful golden ring of energy just all the way around you and down your legs, down your body. Just feel the vibration of everything. Kalai, oya, sedia, yela kwade, sitaboy, kalai, atasinamoy, alia, away, sinamoy, kariya, ya, sani, iwalakada adi, sinamoy, kirikia, yela kada adi. I'm actually just going to have this beautiful golden energy begin to flow down your crowns. And just breathe and relax and allow it to come down your crowns like this beautiful oil. Going down into your third eye now. And into your throats. And into your hearts. Into your solar plexus, and into your sacral, and into your roots. This energy is going to go flow down your legs and out the soles of your feet and down into the beautiful earth, where you're just going to plant your beautiful energy down. And I'm going to leave you guys at that. I'm going to disconnect from the energy. We just want to thank our Native American chief for showing up. We want to thank the beautiful King Arthur for showing up. The beautiful Jesus in his wolf costume. I'm just kidding. I just want to thank these beautiful, powerful beings for being here with us. All of you for protecting and surrounding us constantly. We just thank you so very much for watching over the collective and for watching over each and every one of us. My prayer and my thought, my intention is that this energy would work in the lives of everybody that's watching, into their families, into their towns, in their cities, put protections around their homes, and just help them to heal so that we can move forward as a society, as a race. We can continue just expand and grow. I'm just hearing Jesus say, just get happy. Get happy. We just have to get happy. You know, we got to find the happiness, find the peace, find the joy in every day. Just get happy. You know, we don't. I think the biggest key and one of the reasons why I'm able to just, you know, bounce around and for the most part be happy and create is because, like, I'm not going to live forever, you know, and while I'm here, like, I'm going to give it all I got, you know, and I'm going to step into who I am, and even though it's really hard sometimes, I'm still moving and progressing forward into becoming who Ashley is and who Ashley came to be, and really aligning with my higher self and allowing that part of me to step into its power within my vessel. And I'm going to give it all I got, you know, and like wake up every day and do this thing and like live this life. Like, we have to be in these bodies. We're here. We might as well have a good time. Like, we might as well find some peace and some joy in every day, you know. And, you know, if you need help, please reach out. Like, most people that leave these sessions feel 1,000 pounds lighter. Like, they feel like energy has been lifted off of them that has been stuck on them their whole lives. And like, it's easy for me to do that now. I've been training for so long. It's just easy. I can just easily help you move that energy out where you don't have to suffer, you know. Excuse my language, but man, I'm done effing suffering, you know, like, and I hope you are too. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thanks so much for listening to me, and I hope that you enjoyed this healing / talk, and I will see you guys next time. And if you like this, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help this channel. Share if you feel guided, but yeah, I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. I'll see you next time.